Welcome to my channel, NDE Sanctuary. My name is Rodney, and I'm here to tell you about my near-death experience that happened 3.5 years ago, where I had died on this side for over a half hour. I'll let you know a lot more of my experience of what went on. So, here we go. I was working as a longshoreman near Seattle, and we were working on some steel pilings, loading up on a barge, and my job was to rig up the pilings and then have the crane load them up on the stack. We were short-handed for the day, so I got called up to hop onto the pilings. So I'm up about 20 plus feet up. We lowered down the first piling of the day, and I got near the end of the stack to go back down, and I looked at my watch, and it was 1 o'clock. And I then proceeded to get onto the ladder. And if anyone who has experience where they've been on the end of a table and someone knocks it hard on the table and you get pushed off, well, that's what happened to me. So me and the ladder separated from the stack, and then everything slowed down. I was reaching out over trying to grab onto another piling. Everything was real slow, but then we proceeded down with the ladder together towards the floor of the steel barge. At about the 45-degree angle, I felt like a pop, and I left and went into what some people referred to as the void. It was completely dark, but it was completely peaceful. It was like resting, easy peace in the darkness. I was conscious. There was no light around, but I felt very easy. I felt relaxed. I felt comfort, almost like being wrapped up in a warm blanket. Just there. Pure consciousness. Then, a tear in the fabric of the night opened up. It almost looked like a lightning bolt, and just opened up, and I felt myself go through. I then found myself on a gravel path in a tree grove. I proceeded down this path and came out to a mountain ledge, looking over a mountain meadow. It was earth-like, but not earth. Looking down into the valley on the lower tier, there were 3 tiers. The lower tier, I saw others, I will quote. Hundreds of them. Moving around. Maybe even thousands. On the second tier was the most spectacular rectangle golden portal. Yes, a portal. And on the third tier was a jeweled marbled halls. Some NDEers explain this as the library of heaven, or the library now, or the halls of knowledge. But at the time, I was just looking at it. It was a jeweled marbled halls. Now, next to these tiers, was a most beautiful grass field, and I felt myself gliding down into this field and laying amongst the grass. As I laid there, I was looking through the stems of the grass at a microcellular level. I mean, I saw cells moving around. And that's at the point where it was just like an all-knowing, all-seeing event going on. And then let me talk about the light. Everyone talks about the light. To me, laying there felt like I was being energized, like a recharging battery. The light coated me. It was like a liquid love is the best way to describe the words. It just encoded you. The love was the love of a child, which I have too, times 1,000,000. it was so powerful. I'm still addicted to that love. I cannot love my children as I connect with that love. It's incredible, beyond words. But as I lay there amongst the grass, again, I felt like I had snuck in. I shouldn't be here. And then a silver mist came through the grass, and out of this mist came these light beams, as you'll see the picture here. They're the most brilliant whitish bluish light coming off them, radiating off them. They're a human form, but a little more spindly. Some people who have had NDEs explain them as the ancients. Other people say they're the angels, or they're gods. But again, they all surrounded me. And I don't remember how long I talked with them or dealt with them, but all of a sudden, I was slingshotted down felt like inside a straw, but a rainbow vortex. Feet first, going down, and as I'm looking back up, I'm still seeing one of the light beings who was the largest of the group. And I'm going, no, 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 don't let me, I want to stay, I want to stay. I've going from that incredible love, going down was the hardest thing. As I am still going down, I'm still seeing this light being looking at me, but all of a sudden, it's as one side of my sight closed off. And then I felt the pain. Tremendous pain. Agony. But like a physical pain, but I'm still going down this vortex. And all of a sudden, and it was not a fun event, came back into my physical body here. It was a traumatic experience. It wasn't where if you wake up from a rough sleep, but it's like a jarring effect. And then I opened my eyes in a way here, surrounded by my co-workers, who quickly picked me up and unfortunately put me into a car and drove me to the hospital. Again, I had blood all over my nose, coming out of my nose, out of my ear. And when I discovered, and then I looked at my watch through my left eye, and I just looked at the time, and it was 1:35. I had been gone on this side for over a half hour. When I went to the hospital, I had found out that 3/4 of my face was broken, brain bleed. My left pectoral major had been cut and torn from my chest and shoulder, and multiple other physical issues. Now, looking back on this event, I was also at the hospital, and the doctors were amazed that I was taking 1/3 the amount of drugs for painkillers. What they didn't understand was I was still connected to that love. It was incredible. Again, the strength that it gave me to go on to this part. And then, about a week later, I had my first surgery on my face. But after that surgery, more and more of this NDE experience started coming forth. And then over the weeks, as I recovered, I actually had physical signs of what I had seen in my NDE experience. I saw the rectangle golden portal, which I've put here in the video. I remember also seeing that jeweled halls in multiple events. Again, looks like the Pantheon, basically, is what it looked like to me. And all these events happened. It was an incredible experience. It's not easy when you come back into this physical reality to adjust. It's taken a long time. Again, this is in 3.5 years since my accident that I'm doing this video. And I'm going to go forward with this channel, and I want to do more series on my experiences since my NDE, as well as open to others who have had these NDE experiences but are not ready yet to come forth, that you can email me your experiences and I'll be a voice for you and to explain these, because I know a lot of people here who are going through these times, who are interested in NDEs or may have had an experience, want validation. For those who have had an NDE, they want to know this was real. And a lot of times similarities come forth and manifest. I've met 3 other people that have seen these light beings, these agents, who have seen the halls, one from the air, and that looking down on this valley. So I know there's other people out there who want to learn or want to feel comforted. These are incredible times, these last year of 2020 and now in 2021, that people are concerned about death. All these things that are happening in the world right now, there is a fear of dying. And I want to be right up in front with you to say, we do not really die. We just transform. We go to another place. We do not die. But again, I'm opening up this channel into a series for people to come to listen to other people's experience. Maybe find a connection. Maybe see what's going on, some other answers. And for those that have not had NDE but want to know more about this, to be a resource for them to feel more comfort and a little more understanding. We didn't ask for this experience, but we've gone through it, and we're continuing onward. And I'm going to be making future videos again, not only of these stories, but of how I have continued since this experience, and the things that I have experienced, both as in gifts, as in working with nature, and so on. And again, thank you for taking time to watch this channel. And again, I'm going to put in the description below the email address of NDESanctuary at outlook.com for those who want to share their experience. And or if you have any questions, you can also still email me. And I look forward to talking with you more in the future. Thank you, and many blessings.